So to begin this meditation, focusing on our own chi, our own ability to heal, the life force within. Keep in mind that Reiki, the definition of Reiki, Rei means universal and Ki means life or life force or energy. So this is a universal presence, it's a universal energy that we all have within us. And as we begin this meditation this evening in this active engagement with our own chi, I want to take a second as you get comfortable and just think about the meaning of Rei, of the first half of Reiki, meaning universal. If Reiki means universal life force, then the universal takes away any duality, it becomes the oneness, the force that links us all, the energy that bonds, our ability to experience. Not only experience where we are now, but experience beyond here, beyond our life, and indeed any moment within our lives. So taking this opportunity now, with just that idea of universality, connectedness, oneness, just let the body become heavy. Know that during this active meditation, the active engagement with your own chi, I invite you to stay with this meditation fully. So if you ever feel yourself becoming too comfortable or you feel that you're drifting off, just gently come back, keep the mind aware, and stay focused on your own energy. Letting the body become heavy, feeling all the points of contact of the body onto the mat. And I ask now that you bring both of your hands to the lower abdomen, an area just below the navel. Again, if you've been working with Reiki at any point, this is the Hara. This is the area where all of our energy radiates from. Also known as the sacral chakra. In this meditation, they may be used interchangeably. So placing the hands directly on top of the abdomen. And feel the palms, feel the surface of the hands now, just on top of the navel, just below, the area below perhaps the navel and the waist. Keeping the hands just on the very bottom of the abdomen, the very bottom of the torso, the area just below the navel. And let us take a few minutes of pause here, directing the breath just into the lower abdomen, as if you're breathing into your hands. So you should feel the stomach expanding into your hands. Just keeping your awareness here, and start to develop or witness or experience anything that may come, breathing fully into the hands themselves. So your lungs at this point, or your rib cage, your upper torso should mostly be completely still. Just breathing into the hands. Awareness in the lower abdomen, into the Hara, or the sacral chakra. This is the seat of all of our energy in the lower abdomen, below the navel. It's the space where healing begins, where energy radiates. Continue to breathe into the palms of the hands and feel perhaps heat building or any sensations start to well up in the lower abdomen. Keeping all of your mental focus here. Allowing the rest of the mind and the body to become still. Going back once again to Ray, the idea of universality, the oneness of this energy. Still focusing on the hands and the breath. And on the next exhale now, I want you to fully deflate the belly so you really start to suck the abdomen in. Really, really draw the abdomen in as if you're pulling it back to the spine. And hold. Feel the tension in the abs. And as you inhale, resist the urge to inflate the abdomen, hands still on the lower abdomen themselves. Perhaps the inhale becomes a little bit more shallow, and then as you exhale, try to suck the stomach down even more, the lower abdomen. Inhaling and still compressing the abdomen on the exhale. And now inhaling fully and let the abdomen fully inflate. Starting to cycle the breath into the lower abdomen, starting to cycle it into the Hara, into the sacral chakra. And with the awareness on the abdomen, the very lower part of the abdomen into the Hara, let us begin a very simple breathing technique to really start to build the energy in the abdomen. We're going to be slowing our breath, but I want you to keep your attention on the lower abdomen where your hands are, on the lower part of the abdomen just below the navel. And I want you now at your own pace, counting at your own pace. I want you to inhale to a count of 8. Slowly, so you're inhaling the entirety of this count. As you count to 8, from 1 to 8 is a continuous inhale. And then for a count of 8, hold the breath. And then for a further count of 8, continuous exhale and repeat. So let the breathing slow. Keep focused on the hands, on the Hara. And keep feeling the lower abdomen. This count of 8 now, slowing our breaths down to just a little bit over 2 breaths per minute. Staying mindful of the action of the breath, inhaling fully during that count of 8, from 1 to 8, inhale. Retaining the breath from a count of 1 to 8, and then exhaling for a count of 8. Keeping the awareness on the Hara. This very simple act of pranayama allows one's body to become at ease. Reiki, the universal life force, the universal energy within us, the chi within all of us, has to flow through the body. And it can only flow through a body at ease. Tension, stress, anxiety, worry, illness, disease, all of these things restrict the flow within the body. This very simple pranayama allows everything to just let go. I invite you now to extend this count to a count of 10. Inhaling for 10. Retaining the breath for a count of 10. And then exhaling slowly to a count of 10. Keeping the awareness on the hands, on the Hara, on the sacral chakra, on the chi, and the universe within. Inhaling for 10, retaining for 10, and exhaling for 10. Awareness on the Hara, slow breath, and a quiet mind. It's not uncommon to feel anxiety or panic on the exhalation in this particular pranayama. It's not unlikely or uncommon to feel the diaphragm quiver or tension, doubt, fear, anxiety manifesting into the middle part of the abdomen here during this pranayama. Just stay with it. Allow the body to relax. Allow the energy from the Hara. Allow that Reiki to flow through the body. During this act of pranayama, this engagement with your own breath, stay in a state of observation with the mind, observing the hands, the body, looking for signs of connection or awareness of your own energy, your own chi in the Hara itself. This may manifest as heat, tingling sensations in the lower abdomen, or pressure in the spine. It may manifest as visions of water, the ocean of rain. You may feel tingling in the feet, or heat developing in the soles of the feet or the palms of the hand, tingling perhaps on the head. Staying in a state of passive observation allows the mind to come into final connection and awareness of your own chi. Bringing this practice of pranayama now, if you wish, to a count of 12. Inhaling for a count of 12, retaining the breath for a count of 12, and exhaling for a count of 12. Slowing way down. This simple action of breathing allows the nervous system to finally and completely relax. The fight or flight action of the body produced by stress, fear, anxiety, worry, whatever it may be, finally becomes still. Inhaling for a count of 12, retaining for 12, and exhaling for 12. Awareness still on the Hara, still on the lower abdomen. Staying with the pranayama, staying with the Hara, letting everything else go. Notice now that you are breathing less than 2 breaths per minute. It's not uncommon for people in their waking lives to breathe 20 times per minute. So you are now only breathing 10% as much as normal. This is only possible in a state of ease and neutrality. Notice not even in sleep do you breathe so slowly. Entering into a deep state of relaxation in the entire nervous system, allowing the energy from the Hara to flow freely and fully through the body. So I invite you, if possible, to continue on a slow, rhythmic state of breathing, but to discontinue your count. Keep the breath slow and long, retaining the breath and exhaling very slowly. Just let the count go. And I invite you now to bring your awareness from the Hara to the feet, hands still on the lower abdomen, breathing still slow, staying with the pranayama, inhaling, retaining, and exhaling very slowly. But notice any awareness in the Hara. And if you notice any feelings of heat or pressure, tingling, perhaps you can feel your intestines moving. Perhaps you can hear them bubbling and gurgling away. I invite you to now be simultaneously aware of your feet. perhaps that just means that you can feel where your feet are on the floor, perhaps covered if you're using a blanket, or perhaps if you have socks, you can feel your socks, or perhaps you can just feel the breeze on your feet. Just being simultaneously aware of the Hara and the feet. And see if you can't connect in the state of Pranayama, slow rhythmic breathing, in the state of a free nervous system. See if you can't begin to connect the nervous pathways from the feet to the Hara, as if there's little lines of energy or little wires moving from the hands down to the feet. See if you can't begin to feel these little pathways. And if this is difficult, I invite you to just take the awareness from the Hara down step by step to the hips, feeling the bones resting on the floor, perhaps. Feeling the pelvis open and relaxed, as if you're extending that heat from the Hara down into the pelvis. And then extending that awareness down the legs even further into the thighs. Into the knees, the calves, and then finally down into the feet. Staying with the pranayama. Slow inhale, retain and exhale. No need to count, just let it be. Awareness from the hands to the feet, as if you can feel this entire part of your body. Perhaps it's becoming light or dense, weightless or heavy. Perhaps you can feel tingling down the legs. The focus of this exercise during this stage of the meditation is to get you aware of your own ability to feel, your own ability to sense, and your own ability to be aware of your own energy, your own chi. If you're ever feeling disbalanced in life, stressed, anxious, nervous, overworked, overwhelmed, if you feel like there's no stability and no direction, if there's difficulties with your family, your love life, I invite you to go as far as we've gone thus far in this meditation, into the pranayama, into the hara, and into the legs, and then into the feet. See if you can't start to find a sense of security and stability, almost as if you're grounded into the earth, rooted down into strength and stability, confidence. Staying again with the pranayama. And the awareness on the legs, as if there is now a wave of energy moving from the lower abdomen out through the feet. Just at this moment in one direction, moving from the abdomen down the feet. You can envision this as water, perhaps a waterfall rushing down the legs, tingling or light sensations moving down the legs out to the feet. as if the body is just finally letting go, finally draining all of this tension that we hold. Let us now link this action, this rhythmic wave to the breath, to the pranayama. On every inhalation now, I invite you to inhale through the feet to the hands. So that may mean just bringing the awareness to the feet, and as you inhale to whatever count you're doing, or at whatever pace you're inhaling, you're starting at the feet, and at the very final breath, the very final pull of oxygen, your awareness is at the hands. And in the retention of breath, bring that awareness to the entirety of the lower body, from the hands to the feet. And then as you exhale from the hands all the way down through the feet. You're creating a rhythmic flow of energy through the body. Slow breath, still mind. Feel the energy. Inhaling up through the feet to the Hara, and then exhaling from the Hara down through the feet. The awareness and understanding of one's chi allows for the awareness and the understanding of the ability to heal. At first you feel it, and then you let it go. At first you connect, and then you release. In its purest sense, Reiki is a passive connection, distancing from the movement of the flow through one's body, allowing the energy to flow with zero resistance, awareness, expectation, or ego, without any belief on healing, without any direction, without any focus, without any statements beginning with I, just stepping aside and letting it flow. That's the essence of Reiki. A completely passive body, a completely passive state of mind, state of being, allows this energy to flow with zero resistance. And when you're in a state of zero resistance, you're at a state of ease, so it's impossible to be in a state of disease. Feel the freedom and then let it go. Staying with the awareness on just the legs, down to the feet, to the Hara. See if you can start to build that sensation. See if you can build a tingling or a pressure or heat in the legs. See if you can start to drive energy down through the feet. First you learn, and then you unlearn. Right now you witness, and then you forget as it just flows. In this witnessing stage, feel it in the pelvis, the knees, feel it coming from the Hara. Staying in a state of passive observation. We experience energy in many different ways. Perhaps you're not feeling anything in the feet at all, yet you see. Perhaps you see visions, or hear voices, or see colors. All of this is an expression of your own energy, your own chi flowing. First we witness, then we forget. So in whatever way you're witnessing, just stay with it. Passive observation. I invite you now to put your left hand just below the navel and move your right hand just above the navel. So the left hand is below the belly button, the right hand is 2 inches above the belly button. Maintaining awareness with the legs and the hips and the Hara. I invite you to extend that awareness now to the right hand, the area just in the middle of the torso itself, referred to as the solar plexus. Solar plexus governing our digestion, our self-confidence, our direction, the organs of digestion, radiating from the spine, radiating out through the central torso, the center of the abdomen. See if you can start to feel the energy moving from the Hara to meet the right hand. Maintain awareness on the feet and the legs. Let everything flow. Remaining mindful of your pranayama practice, inhale, retain, and exhale at your own pace, helping build prana in the body. Prana helping to balance and helping to restore the Hara itself. The left hand on the Hara and the right hand on the solar plexus, I invite now the body to just fully surrender. On the next exhale, as if you exhale fully into the floor, into the mat, feeling the shoulders, the neck, the head, the legs, the hips, the arms, everything just give up. In this state of surrender, see if you can't feel the energy moving that much easier through the body. See if you can't start to be aware of more aspects of your body, perhaps higher up from just the right hand, perhaps the heart, the neck, the shoulders, the head, the top of the skull, or perhaps even bringing that awareness beyond the body itself, simultaneously staying aware of the energy in the Hara, yet witnessing that that energy can travel, can move, can expand. Perhaps feeling or understanding what Reiki really means. Universal energy. Allow the energy from your Hara to expand beyond, to expand through, and to expand into the infinite, the universe. Allow it to connect. Allow it to find the oneness that it is. First feeling it flow from the Hara through the body and then beyond. And allow that beyond to be whatever you need it to be. To those that you love, your family, your friends, perhaps even to the earth, to the universe. Reflecting back on the meaning of Re, meaning universal. Understand that you can also send this energy to yourself, past or future, to your family, past or future. Universal energy. Energy can never be created or destroyed. It can only change form. Universal energy in the Hara, extending to all living beings and to all things in the universe. Staying with the pranayama. Slow breath, still mind. Staying with the awareness on the Hara. Notice that the universe that is outside is also the universe that is inside. It's the exact same. The energy is the same. Let the ego go. Let it step aside. Become a witness to that which is beyond time, beyond our understanding of space, beyond our relevant existence. Become a passive observer of that which is universal and allow it to flow through the body. And in that passive flow through the body, you finally release trauma, you release tension, you release illness, you just let go. Staying with the energy in the Hara, letting it move through the body, staying with the breath. Remember, first we learn and then we unlearn. First we witness, then we forget. I invite you now to conclude this meditation by just placing the arms down along your side. And to conclude this meditation in a state of savasana. An opportunity before we come back to take note. An opportunity to reflect, and an opportunity to judge how your ego may be responding. An opportunity to witness, or perhaps compartmentalize any points of resistance within the body or the mind. And then very slowly to wake yourself out of savasana. Begin by wiggling the fingers and the toes. And then I invite you to conclude this meditation completely at your own pace, coming out whenever you wish.